What can be done to lower the cost of childcare, both in terms of industry cost and the cost to a woman's career trajectory and her income?
So the way you framed it is really important, because this is another thing that explains the gender pay gap as you've laid out. So I just want to put an exclamation point on what you illustrated there, that it's not just issues of equal pay for equal work. We know that's a problem with discrimination, but also, as you've illustrated, when somebody has to step off of a career ladder for a while because of the lack of childcare, then when she returns to the workplace, she's going to be behind in terms of income growth, and it's one of the things that contributes to that gap. So I just want to appreciate your showing how those things are connected. So what do we do about it? Well, there's a three-legged stool here, right? We need access, in other words, more people being able to get seats, more people being able to enroll their children in high-quality childcare options. There's quality, because it's very important that we maintain a high level of quality, which, by the way, means compensating people who work in the field well. It's a big issue, right? And then there's affordability. And the truth is, there's tension among these things, right? There is a cost to making sure that we have the quality. And the more we try to extend access, the more it's going to put pressure on the workforce. I don't think we can solve that without more federal resources. It just, the math isn't there. But with federal resources, and we'll be looking forward to rolling out a child care plan in a few weeks that goes through the math of this, we will make sure that nobody's paying 25% of their income on child care. It's also, not only do you hear these frustrating stories about people who have to leave the workforce in order to be able to compensate for the fact that they can't get affordable childcare, but also I meet a lot of people who tell me that they're working just to be able to afford the childcare, just to be able to work. 100% effectively of what they're doing in the workforce goes right back into just being able to stay in the workforce. And this doesn't make any sense for families, it doesn't make any sense professionally. Federal dollars will make the difference. And we will ensure, again, we're still crunching some of the math on this, but the fundamental principle is it should be free for low-income families, and for all families it should be capped at an affordable and reasonable share of income. We won't get there without federal dollars, so we're going to put the federal dollars into it. Because one other thing, you mentioned those, what was it, 1 million neural connections a second?
Yes. That's
so
the latest from Harvard University.
I hadn't heard that stat. That's extraordinary. Yes. But what we've known for some time now is the payoff to supporting early childhood development, early brain development is huge. Over my lifetime, we've been sold a lot of policy ideas that they say would pay for themselves, and it turns out not to be true. For example, large tax cuts on the wealthy. Turns out it doesn't pay for itself. We tried it, and it didn't work, right? But what absolutely does pay for itself is investments in early child development, in future income, in educational outcomes, even in avoiding encounters with the criminal justice system. Making sure that children get off to a good start is vital. And of course, there are questions of equity at stake there too. So I think it is well worth the federal dollars we're going to invest.
Well, thank you for saying that.